question for you, Ms. Hagan. As a public employee yourself, I'd like to know if you plan to support House Bill 41, which will lower your own salary along with the salaries of the governor and other legislators by 5%. Also, will you agree to State Representative Watchman's plans to take away a deal that lets elected officials, gubernatorial appointees purchase pension time at only 20% of the true actuarial cost without working, meaning our elected officials can buy pension time without working. Will you do that? What are you guys going to give up if everybody else has to give up?
You're actually, you're preaching to the choir in some sense. We've had some really good discussion within our own members having meetings, and one of the things that I led on was that we need to lead by example. I have brothers who are firefighters.
I know, I trained them.
I'm glad you did. They're good guys, and they appreciate you. And I think that we've set out in this approach that was all wrong. I can't take credit for the first few months of the administration. However, I think that I do have colleagues who are very dedicated and very committed to you, and we want to work through all of the kinks of the legislation. We aren't in favor of voting on a bill and then turning and walking away and just letting it pan out. We want to work through, there are issues in Senate Bill 5, I agree. There are some staffing things that probably need to be discussed on the public safety end of things. I'm hearing those concerns. I know that they exist. I wouldn't jeopardize my own blood and flesh. I think that you understand that. And you know my brothers, you know our family values, you know that we're very strongly integrated. Getting back to the 5%, if we were to vote for a 5% cut, it wouldn't necessarily be for us. It would be for the next General Assembly. We're actually forbidden by law to vote for our own pay increases or decreases, so that's not even a possibility on the table. However, I've had discussion with members of our party about simply leading by example. We can write a check back every month, and that's something that I'm interested to do. Maybe I'm in a better position to do that than others, although I do have a substantial amount of school debt. But in saying that, we also had good discussion. Maybe we would look at charitable contributions, as we believe that government is not the answer, government is not the solution. So maybe instead of writing a check back to government, we write a check to areas in the community that are really needing the help. And that's something that I've focused on and something I think that we should be doing.
So you vote for House Bill 41 now?
I'm not going to vote on a bill until I've read all of the information.
Yeah, I've read it myself, and I'm not a legislator.
Is that Senate Bill 41?
No, House Bill 41. And also Watchman's coming up with an idea about, again, you guys only pay 20% of the actual cost for your retirement, only 20%. I mean, that puts, we got to pay 100%. You guys pay 20%. You don't have to work. So you can get done after 10 years, and you can
I'm not sure that your numbers are correct.
Yeah, these are, I got them right off the, what's it called? I got it all on my phone here. All these numbers are fact.
Do you have any?
What I think I hear you saying is, are you elected officials willing to share in the the budget problems?
And I think since February, this has been out. I can't believe none of you guys have heard about it.
Well, you're welcome to come to the State House with me any day.
There's discussion.
What's your job?
Oh, I understand that, but as a person, we're only...
I got a job too. There's a lot of things that overwhelm me also, but guess what? I got to suck it up and get the
Well,
job.
I appreciate your input, but I will suggest to you that because we're doing a job, we do it wholeheartedly. And that doesn't mean that we see every single piece of legislation on the point the day that it's released, but we do read through the information, we get the information, we will know the information before we're in the voting process.
There's the bill, somebody came up with it. Take it, say, you know what, let's do it. That's what I'm asking. It's like, you're saying this, but in the same token, it's like, well, you know what, no, I didn't have it on my desk. Hey,
well, I encourage you to come visit the State House.
In your own house, then maybe you should take advantage of this. You know what, let's take the bull by the horns and let's do it.
Well, I agree. I think that we should do some of these things, but I also encourage you to recognize that this job is not as simple as it looks on the face.
I'd like to comment on that. We are in historic times on the budget, and we have been focusing on that $8 billion deficit, structural deficit. And I think you're talking about House Bill 41, and would that be Representative Boos's?
Yes.
That hasn't moved very far on that process. There's a mirror bill in the Senate also, and the whole process.
It's a Bill 515 really quick.
Yeah.
You ever get that in really quick, but not this right here.
Well, dealing with the issues, the historic things, to try to help government.
Wouldn't this be part of a historic thing too?
Hey, a lot of things need to be
Yes, it
addressed.
was historic. Boom, got in really quick.